I am so excited to welcome the South Carolina watermelon queen, Gracen Vaughn. We are thrilled to have you with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
And it's coming up when we're just going to be eating watermelon, and it's so wonderfully good for you.
Yes, it is. So watermelon actually has 92% water. It is also full of lycopene, which is great for replenishing your muscle health. And it is a certified fruit for the American Heart Association.
And so when they have the bridge run in Charleston, instead of giving out a sports drink, y'all have little containers of watermelon, because if you need, those people need muscle repair.
Oh, yes.
And a lot of water,
yes.
so to speak, because they've been running.
Yes, ma'am. So the South Carolina Watermelon Association has a program called Watermelon Fuels Athletes. That program actually likes to promote that watermelon is more hydrating than your leading sports drink. So when these runners come and finish the run, we like to hand them a nice little pack of watermelon. It actually has vitamins in it, A, B6, and C as well. So these runners are getting, this nice little thing of watermelon, sweet, juicy, and refreshing, but it also has so many nutrients in them to help them with their muscle repairment.
And then y'all are doing things at schools, and a lot of kids, don't know so much about watermelon.
Yeah.
A lot of people, thank goodness, they're smaller watermelons now. And so, but you're kind of building an audience for watermelon.
I am. So with the National Watermelon Promotion Board, they have little coloring books and games on some papers, so like puzzles that the kids can do. And I love taking those out in the community and sharing them with the kids, because honestly, that is how you grab their attention. Getting them to color, especially at field days, we'll hand some stickers out that say Watermelon Fuels Athletes.
Oh, they love stickers.
They do, and they will wear them all day, every day until they fall off. But I love also telling them, this is a great treat. Go home and tell mom. A new thing that they love telling me is adding tahini or chamoy on their watermelon, just like you would add some salt.
Come on.
Yeah.
Gosh, the new world.
The new world.
And so also, at those times, y'all actually take watermelons in and show the kids how to cut them and give them real watermelon slices. Do they eat them like a little?
Oh, they eat them so quick. Normally, we have to, just to make sure that, I like to tell them, we have enough to share with all your friends. We can only limit you to 3 slices today.
3 slices.
Or sometimes more if we have enough watermelons. They will go through them so quick.
Wow.
But typically, you can get about 25 to 30 slices out of a watermelon.
Really? Okay, that's really fun. And now that they don't have seeds in them, although I've been told some people still like seeded
Some people
watermelon.
like some seeds. I was at the Blythewood Farmers Market yesterday, and a lot of people actually asked me if our watermelons had seeds in them. They really wanted to take that seeded watermelon home.
Isn't that funny? It's just what you're accustomed to in life.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and then there are other things that y'all do as well, and that is go to national meetings and promotions, I believe.
Yes, so I travel to all different states and work with all the different watermelon queens. In a few weeks, I am going to Washington, D.C., and in Washington, D.C., I will be doing visits up there with people from South Carolina.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm super excited.
And I think it's a pretty important crop in South Carolina.
It is. It is actually top 10 in commodities.
Oh, how about that? And they're grown mostly in the lower part of the state.
They are.
Yeah.
So think Columbia down.
Okay.
Most of our farmers are around Lodge, South Carolina, or Blackwell.
And this is something that they do in addition to other kind of farming, because it's not year-round. It's,
Yes.
watermelons come in, then they're not
Yes,
in.
ma'am. So a lot of them that I know actually grow squash, tomatoes, corn, peas, just so many different fruits and vegetables.
It's just an element in the mix so that our farmers can stay prosperous.
It is.
Yeah. And we should do that by getting watermelons and bringing home and
yes,
eating them up,
of course.
They're so good.
Yes.
Yeah. And now they come in different colors.
They do. So actually right here with us today, we have your normal red watermelon, and then you have a yellow watermelon, and we're actually getting some orange watermelons.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Fun.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to just have a slice of watermelon as good as it is.
I agree.
So is there something that we can do with extra watermelon we have left at the house?
Of course. So this is called a red, white, and blue parfait.
Oh, that's fun.
If you don't mind, I'm going to ask you to help me with it just a little bit.
Okay.
So we are going to start on the
red,
bottom.
White, and blue parfait.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Great for the 4th of July holiday.
Sure is, yeah.
So we're going to start with your blueberries on the bottom here.
And blueberries are a wonderful crop that we grow also in South Carolina.
They are. Yes, they're actually one of my top 5 favorite fruits too. So
well, and they're native.
They are.
North America.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
I love adding them in with my watermelon, especially when it gives it more color.
Well, and just the complexity of flavors as
Yeah.
well. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Is that about right?
That's
you
about
suppose?
right.
Okay.
And then next, on top of that, to give the white, we are going to add in some Greek yogurt.
Greek yogurt.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. You can add in
And
any.
this is plain.
Yes,
Okay.
that is plain vanilla Greek yogurt. You can add in any type. I've honestly tried it with blueberry yogurt, since you have some blueberries thrown in there.
Well, I don't. I think the watermelon's so wonderfully sweet. The unsweetened yogurt is going to be. I think
It
would be a nice
probably is.
contrast.
It is. And then on top of that, of course, the star of the day, we're going to add in some watermelon. You can chop it however you like, but we decided
kind
to
of small.
chop her some small pieces.
Yeah, because you don't want to have a giant club in your mouth.
Right, I agree.
You want to get a little bit of everything when you eat this.
I
don't you?
agree.
Okay.
I like to get a little bit of everything in every bite. That looks great.
Well, I want to be sure I've got enough. Okay.
And then to top it off, of course, with some Cool Whip.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Gosh, this is what a wonderful dessert. Oh. Whew.
Oh, yes.
And wait a sec. I'm gonna
Put one more on the top.
How about that?
That looks great. Awesome.
Gosh, fun.
Looks
fun,
so good.
fun.
So you can enjoy this by the pool. You can stick it in a kid's lunchbox. A lot of our kids today love the color
'Cause
contrast
you can,
of this.
Yeah, you can get one of those little containers and just
yes.
pop it in there.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
and that would be so much fun. Everybody else has an apple, and look what you got.
Look what you got.
That's fun.
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to one of my wonderful Clemson Extension coworkers, Gilbert Miller. So can you tell us a
Mr.
little
Gilbert.
Bit? Isn't he just
I
the most
love him
wonderful
with
person?
my whole heart. From the day that I met him to him helping me on and off the stage with his bright colored, wonderful watermelon tie at our convention. Mr. Gilbert just brings so much knowledge to the table.
And down at the Edisto Rec, he's done years and years and years of research and improvements to watermelon to make them easier to grow, I believe.
He has. We actually had him when I went to Queen training. He came and talked about the biology of watermelons and gave us a lot of knowledge to take throughout our years.
Did he?
He did.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's got great shirts that he wears. And
He does.
He may have a PhD, but he sure doesn't. He doesn't put on that crown. I mean, that crown. He's just a normal guy who's had a wonderful time having fun and doing
yes.
a really important job, I think, to the economy
I think
of
so
South
too.
Carolina.
I'm so excited to talk to him more throughout my year preparing for nationals, as well as just get to know him and what watermelon has to share.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank
I think
you.
you represent our state beautifully. We're
Thank you
so
so
fortunate
much.
to have you.
Well, thank you for having me.